So every year, my local library, they host their annual library book sale. And I typically go. Last year I actually think I forgot, or I went on the very last day and I didn't really get anything. But this year I went. In fact, I was just there about a half an hour ago. Usually when I go, I lose control and I will leave the library book sale with 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 books, something of that sort. And you know, that's kind of bad. So I went to this sale telling myself, Erica, you can only spend $5. That is your limit. $5 max, and then you're cut off, no more. So I took the challenge. I accepted my own challenge. And I was able to get 8 books, which isn't 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 8 is still a you know, somewhat large number, but that's fine. And with the 8 books, I only spent $4.50. So I didn't even spend $5. High five to myself. Try not to judge me on the very first book because it looks a bit ridiculous. But you know what? I have awful taste in books, so it's fine. First off, I have Dinosaur Planet. Do you see that? Dinosaur Planet by Anne McAfee. This is a sci-fi that was published in the 1970s, I believe. Let's see. 1978, reprinted in 1989, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is a very short sci-fi about dinosaurs. On Earth they had died out 70 million years ago, but on Erika they ruled in their bizarre splendor. Relics from a forgotten age. Dinosaur Planet. A vaulting feat of imagination from the Hugo and Nebula award-winning author of the classic Dragon books. Don't miss the riveting sequel, The Survivors. There's even a sequel! Okay, you know, I don't think this is going to be as good as Jurassic Park, which is obviously what I first thought when I saw this, but I am excited nonetheless. So, Dinosaur Planet, woo, yeah. Moving on, okay. Next, this was a really exciting find. I found some Stephen King. This is in great condition too. I found Skeleton Crew by Stephen King. This is one of his short story collections, I believe. I think, maybe, come on. Okay, contents, yes. This actually has The Mist, which The Mist is my favorite Stephen King, the novella. This also has Here There Be Tigers, The Monkey, Mr. Todd Shortcut, The Jaunt, The Wedding Gig, Paranoid, A Chant, The Raft, blah blah blah. There's so many in here, oh my goodness. I haven't read any of these besides The Mist. And I've been wanting to read Stephen King's short stories for a while, so I'm super excited about this one. I really like this cover. And there is Stephen King's author photo. There you go, look at it. Yeah, really excited about this one. Okay, so this next book, I don't think I'm going to particularly enjoy this book, but I saw it and this cover just appeals to me so much. And I mean, I've already read a book by this author before, and I figured, whatever, you just read it because you're gonna crack anyway someday. And that is The Deep by Peter Benchley. You see it? I love this edition, it's so cool. I think it's the movie edition too, because it has, I believe, cast pictures in the back. Yeah, soon to be a major motion picture. So The Deep by Peter Benchley, for those that don't know, Peter Benchley wrote Jaws, and I've read Jaws, and I did enjoy Jaws. Not my favorite, but I did enjoy it. And The Deep, I believe, is about a giant squid, octopus. I've seen the film, haven't I? I think. Yeah, I have, right? Yeah, this is the one about the squid. I don't know. I could be forgetting things. Anyway, I'm really excited because sea monster. So I can't ask for more, you know? Next, I have Michael Crichton, Typically when I see Michael Crichton, I just grab because I like him. This one is Timeline. This one I had never heard of. Let's see. In an Arizona desert, a man wanders in a daze, speaking words that make no sense. Within 24 hours, he is dead, his body swiftly cremated by his only known associates. Halfway around the world, archaeologists make a shocking discovery at a medieval site. Suddenly, they are swept off to the headquarters of a secretive multinational corporation that has developed an astounding technology. Now this group is about to get a chance not to study the past, but to enter it. And with history open to the present, the dead awaken to the living, these men and women will soon find themselves fighting for their very survival. 600 years ago. So that sounds exciting. These people are going to the past. One of his best, non-stop roller coaster of a novel, blah blah blah. They always say that stuff. Okay, I'm excited about this one. This one sounds fun. I am here for it. So hopefully it's good. Have you read this before? If you have, let me know. Okay, this next one I'm so excited about. I saw it and it just threw me off, but then I was here for it. And that is Stephen King Goes to the Movies. Do you see that? Do you see that? It's so cool. Okay, basically, I guess this is Stephen King talking about his favorite short stories that have been adapted to the screen. I think short stories. I'm not sure if he talks about his novels. I don't know if you hear that, but the birds are so loud right now, so I'm sorry if you hear all of that birdness. But when the lights are on, he's a #1 worldwide best-selling author. When the lights go down, he watches his creations come to shattering, electrifying life. Cue horror movie music. On the big screen, that is. For Stephen King, the experience of seeing his works of short fiction adapted from major Hollywood films has created stories of its own, and he shares them here. 5 of his celebrated short stories, plus King's personal commentary, his all-new introductions, and essential behind-the-scenes insights. So that sounds really cool. Yeah, it says The Shawshank Redemption, 1408, Children of the Corn, The Mangler, Hearts in Atlantis. So have any of you heard of this before? I had no idea this was even a thing, but I'm pretty stoked about this, not gonna lie. So, Stephen King Goes to the Movies. This next one is a nonfiction. It is called Atlantic Great Sea Battles, Heroic Discoveries, Titanic Storms, and a Vast Ocean of a Million Stories by Simon Winchester. Boom. This is a nonfiction about all of those things. Let's see. Atlantic is a biography of a tremendous space that has been central to the ambitions of explorers, scientists, and warriors, and continues profoundly to affect our character, attitudes, and dreams. So Simon Winchester makes the Atlantic come vividly alive. So this sounds really interesting. I actually have a book by Simon Winchester that I'm pretty sure got at the library book sale a couple years ago, and that is Krakatoa, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's about the volcano. Still haven't read it, but I need to. And this is another book by him, so I figured just pick it up. It's like 50 cents. Why not? Next, I have another nonfiction that is The Ghost Map, the story of London's most terrifying epidemic and how it changed science, cities, and the modern world by Stephen Johnson, author of Everything Bad is Good for You. Never read anything from this author before, I don't believe. This is a nonfiction book about the epidemic in London of cholera in 1854. Was that when it was? Yep. So this sounds like it's going to be very sad and interesting, and also probably a little bit, I hope it doesn't make me squeamish, but you know, I don't know, it just sounds like a very interesting topic to read about, and I love books that talk about disease and plagues. I don't know why, I can't tell you, but that stuff is just really interesting. I don't know. Moving on. This last book I'm really excited that I found because I've been wanting to read this for such a long time, but I've never picked it up because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay full price for anything because I haven't found this book used anywhere, so that's why. But anyway, You Suck, a love story by Christopher Moore. Vampires, it's a comedy. The pages are pink, red, pink. They look pink. That looks pink to me, but maybe they were originally red. I don't know. I really like Christopher Moore. I say that a lot. You know this. I know this. The world knows this. Hooray. What else can I tell you about this? Being undead sucks. Literally. That's what the back says. So that should give you some context on the story, perhaps. Perhaps not. Moving on. Moving on to what? There's nothing else to move on to. Anyway, those are all of the books that I got at the library book sale. 8 books, spent $4.50. Yeah. I probably didn't need to go to the library book sale. I probably didn't need to get all of these books. And, where am I going with this? I have a problem? We all know that. Okay. Have you read any of these books? Do you have any thoughts or opinions? Leave a comment down below if you would like to, or not. That's fine. I'm gonna go. I will see you guys in another video very soon. Okay? Alright. Bye.